Hey everybody, this is Doug.
And this is Pat.
It's the Doug and Pat Show. We're here to talk about old guitars, pickups, getting those old sounds, kind of like what we see in the Les Paul forum all the time. Interesting stuff. We're long-time guitar players here in Portland. We even have a band called Geezer, which shows you how long we've been playing. There's a picture of Geezer.
Oh. That's what you call yourselves.
Huh?
That's what you call yourselves.
Anyway, we've always been on this quest, probably not unlike yourself, seeking that tone. And we've been intrigued, obviously, by the Sunburst Les Paul, the Les Pauls with the humbucking pickups on them, and the various artists who played them, seeking out where do we actually hear recordings of people actually playing these, just plugged directly into the amp, not like a lot of stuff you see on YouTube where they're plugged into effect processors and stuff like that. We just plugged into the amplifier, and we think, obviously, we've got Clapton in the Beano album, we've got Mike Bloomfield, lots of Mike Bloomfield stuff. And of course we have our personal fave, which is the vinyl version of the ZZ Top's first album. And we're pretty sure that Billy was probably playing this guitar, Pearly Gates, on it as it is on the front of the album. Billy's kind of a mysterious guy, I think. You've talked with him a couple times, haven't you?
No.
So he remains mysterious, even to Doug and Pat.
Is that a 59?
It is. That is the 59.
Okay.
And that's what we're here to talk about today, Pat. How's it going with your pipe?
That got then there are PAF pickups on it, doesn't it?
It's got two.
Okay.
It's got one there and one there.
Okay.
So anyway, so what is the mystique about these guitars, and what is the sound that these guys are getting? We don't know what kind of amps they're using. Sometimes we don't even know if they're even using Marshalls or using Fenders or whatever the case is. And so we're just wondering, what is it about the sound of PAFs that we all like? Because most people have never seen a guitar with original PAFs or played one, other than just guys like Joe Bonamassa, who has a couple of them, stuff like that. So how do we know what it is that we like? What is it about the sound? Okay. Our conversation started because of this guitar right here. This is a 1994 Heritage H150. This is just a standard Heritage you can buy any place. Buy them online. What do you think you can get these guys for? $1,500, something like that. I bought this guitar in '95, changed out some hardware on it. Always sounded pretty good acoustically, never sounded very good electrically. Put in a whole bunch of different pickups in it, and I never really got it to sound great until I put in this set of WCR Crossroads pickups. And then it just sounded to me amazing. So then we got to talking, and I said, wonder what it sounds like compared to an original PAF guitar, Les Paul. So the answer to that was, why don't we find out? Here we have an original 1958, early 1958.
Yep.
This is an original model, untouched, with PAF pickups in it. Has the original frets, everything about it is original.
Except the jack plate.
Jack plate, so this guitar is only not worth as much. We're going to take this guitar and we're going to play it through some amplifiers, and we're going to compare it with the sound of the Heritage with the WCRs, just so we can actually do apples to apples comparison. But is one PAF equipped guitar enough? No, not for us. What else do we have here?
Like there's another one of them there over there.
Here it is. And here we have a 1960 Sunburst Les Paul. This is an early 1960.
Yep.
You see the finish is faded quite a bit, very curly top. Pull the pick guard and you can see the red that's underneath there. This guitar is all original, untouched, and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to play the 58, and we're going to compare it to the WCRs and talk about what kind of tone it is that we hear as players and what we're looking for, and compare it to these two guitars. And then Pat will get this pipe lit up and we'll be right back. Okay, here's the 58 original frets. We're going to play this through a Vox 1965 AC10 Super Reverb twin amp. Speakers are two Celestion Alnico G12s. They're from 1965 also. So this is a bit of an esoteric amplifier. You can't find them around very much. Sounds really good, pretty typical of a Vox slash Marshall English kind of a sound in there. But we'll also play it through this Marshall that's behind me, which is one that you can buy on eBay. This is a 2061X 20 watt head through two 12-inch Celestion 30 watt speakers. We'll play this guitar and all the guitars through both these amps. This is the 58 on the treble pickup. This is now through the Marshall. Same guitar. Okay, 60 Sunburst Les Paul. Slightly larger frets on it than the 58, of course. Gonna play in that same style that I played on the 58, keeping it bluesy, pentatonic, treble pickup. Sunburst Les Paul into the Marshall 20 watt treble pickup. is the Heritage 150, and the pickups that are in here, as I mentioned earlier, are the Crossroads by WCR. These pickups are actually made to have that sound like a Clapton solo on Crossroads. I have a 335 Gibson custom shop that has those pickups in it also, and it does sound like that when you play like that. But it also has very much of a PAF sound to me, which is why I put them in this Heritage. Great platform guitar. It's a great guitar, plays really well, and is not an expensive Gibson reissue. So we can hear what it sounds like through the Vox first, and then we'll play it through the Marshall. This is the Heritage through the Marshall. So there you go. Great guitars through some great amplifiers.
And a great player, I might add.
Thank you very much, Pat. So the question is, what did we hear? What we were looking for was articulation, that punch on top, looking for that sweet thing, looking for character in the guitar. All the amplifiers are plugged directly in, no effects. The Vox is on 2. The Marshall is on 3/4. Straight in. So next time we will plug in some other guitars. Maybe some Firebirds. What do you think about that? People love Firebirds.
One.
Firebird ones. Clapton played one. Billy played one. I think Bonamassa has one. And I think we have one.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, let us know what you think. Talk to you later.
Get a map.